Students, today we will see question 3 from the unit Mathematical Methods in Physics from Maharashtra State Board book. The syllabus is Maharashtra State Board syllabus. So, question is like this: determine vector A cross vector B given vector A is equal to 2i plus 3j and vector B is equal to 3i plus 5j. So, what we have to determine? We have to determine vector A cross vector B. Vector A cross vector B. So vector A cross vector B, it is 2i plus 3j cross 3i plus 5j. So cross multiply these two brackets, means two vectors. What do we get? 6 I cross I, then plus 10 I cross j plus 9 j cross I and 15 j cross j. So remember here, what is the hint of this problem? I cross I, j cross j and k cross k. All these vector product means vector product of vector with itself, it is always 0. And if we consider orthogonal vectors I, j, k in this way, and we take cross product of this orthogonal vector I cross j, answer is plus k. J cross k, answer is plus I, and k cross I, answer is plus j. In anti-clockwise sense, if we take is clockwise sense, the answer will be negative. That means j cross I, it will be minus k. I cross k, it will be minus j, and k cross j, it will be minus I. So by remembering this diagram, we can solve this. This is the hint of problem. So I cross I and j cross j, it is 0. These two term becomes 0. Now 10 I cross j, anti-clockwise sense, the answer will be plus k. Then 9 j cross I, clockwise sense, and in clockwise sense answer is minus k. So this is minus vector k. So 10k minus 9k, answer will be 1k. This is your final answer. This is problem number 2 from question 3, and the unit is Mathematical Methods in Physics. So show that vectors, these are three vectors, vector A, vector B, vector C, and we have to prove that these three vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other. Mutually perpendicular to each other. So that is the proof. So this proof, it can be given by taking dot product between these two vectors. So vector A dot vector B, we will solve this. If answer is 0, then vector A is perpendicular to vector B. Then vector B dot vector C, and again vector A dot vector C. So we have to take 3 dot product. So vector A dot vector B, in first bracket 2i plus 3j plus 6k dot, in second bracket 3i minus 6j plus 2k. Dot product. Solve this dot product. We know that I dot I, j dot j and k dot k, it is 1, and the remaining dot products of unit vectors are 0. So very simple, 3 multiplied by 2, 6 into 1, then minus 18 into 1, then plus 12 into 1. So it becomes plus 12 and 6, 18. 18 minus 18. Answer is 0. Vector A dot vector B. This answer becomes 0. That means vector A dot vector B. It is nothing but A B cos theta. Answer is 0. That means it is possible here A and B, vector A and vector B, magnitude of these two vectors, it is non-zero quantity. So it implies that cos theta must be 0. And if cos theta is 0, theta is obviously 90 degree. So vector A and vector B, these are perpendicular to, these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Then second one, vector B dot vector C. Again solve by the same method, 3i minus 6j plus 2k dot 6i plus 2j minus 3k. I dot I, j dot j, k dot k, these terms are 1. So it becomes 18, then minus 12, then minus 6. Minus 12 minus 6, it becomes minus 18. Answer will be 0. So vector B dot vector C is 0. That means it implies that vector B is perpendicular to vector C, like this. So here what we can state, vector A is perpendicular to vector B. Now third dot product is remaining here, A and C. So vector A dot vector C, 2i plus 3j plus 6k dot 6i plus 2j minus 3k. Take dot product, I dot I, 1, then j dot j, 1, and k dot k, 1. Again 18 minus 18, answer is 0. So A dot C, it is, the result is 0. Therefore vector A is perpendicular to vector C. So it is proved that all these three vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other. This is problem number 3 from question 3, and the chapter is mathematical methods in physics. Determine the vector product of vector v1 2i plus 3j minus k and vector v2 I plus 2j minus 3k. So we have to take vector product, means cross product. In first bracket 2i plus 3j minus k, and in second bracket I plus 2j minus 3k. So we can solve this by two methods. Either the cross product of these two brackets we can take, or we can solve by this determinant method. So I, j, k, these are unit vector. First vector, write down the component of first vector here, 2, 3, minus 1. These are the component of first vector. Then in last row, component of second vector, 1, 2, minus 3. We can solve this. I, taking cross product, 3 into minus 3, it becomes minus 9. Then 2 into minus 1, minus 2, that is minus of minus 2, it becomes plus 2. Then first term plus, then second term minus, and third term is again plus. So second term minus j. Then take cross product of this, 2 into minus 3, minus 6, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, minus of minus 1, it becomes plus 1. Then plus k. Then cross product of these two, 2 into 2, 4, minus 3. So it becomes minus 7i plus 5j plus k. This is your final answer. This is problem number 4 from question 3. Given vector v1 is equal to 5i plus 2j, vector v2 is equal to ai minus 6j, and these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. determine the value of A. So we must understand that if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then the dot product of two vector is 0. So if V1 is perpendicular to V2, it implies that V1 dot V2 is equal to 0. So in first bracket write down 5i plus 2j dot, in second bracket ai minus 6j is equal to 0. So I dot I, it is 1 and j dot j is 1. Remaining dot product of two unit vectors are 0. So I dot I 1, it becomes 5a into 1. Then minus 12 j dot j, it becomes 1 is equal to 0. So 5a is equal to 12. Therefore a is equal to 12 by 5. This is your answer. This is problem number 5 from question 3. Obtain derivative of following function. So first function is given to you, x into sin x. So we have to take derivative of, means ddx of x into sin x. So this is u, consider it as a u, and sin x as a v. So what is formula? Hint, derivative of u into v, it is nothing but u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. So u x, then derivative of sin x, it becomes cos x, then v sin x and derivative of x, it becomes 1. So your final answer becomes x cos x plus sin x. Second one, derivative of x raised to power 4 plus cos x. So here what we can write, if suppose this is first function u and this is second function v. So we can write du by dx plus dv by dx. So here derivative of x raised to power 4, ddx of x raised to power 4 plus ddx of cos x. So x raised to power 4 means we have to apply formula derivative of x raised to power n. It becomes n times x raised to power n minus 1 into derivative of x, obviously it is 1. So 4 x raised to power 4 minus 1, 3, derivative of x 1 plus derivative of cos x, it becomes minus sin x. So answer is 4x cube minus sin x. Then third one, derivative of x upon sin x. So remember hint here, ddx of, suppose first function is u and second function is v. So it becomes v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx upon v square. So this is formula. Apply this formula here. V sin x, then derivative of x, it becomes 1 minus x, derivative of, now it is derivative of sin x, is cos x divided by v square means sin square x. So what do we get? Sin x upon sin square x minus x cos x upon sin square x. We can cancel one sin x, so it becomes 1 upon sin x minus x cos x upon sin square x. This is your answer. This is problem number 6 from question 3. Using the rule of differentiation for the quotient of two functions, prove that derivative of ddx of sin x upon cos x is equal to sec square x. So hint of this problem, ddx of u by v, it is nothing but v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx upon v square. So here u is sin x and consider v as cos x. So v means cos x, derivative of sin x, again it becomes cos x, minus u sin x and derivative of cos x. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x divided by v square, that is cos square x. So cos x into cos x, cos square x, and sin x into sin x, sin square x, it becomes plus sin square x upon cos square x. So sin square x plus cos square x, it is 1. So 1 upon cos square x, it is nothing but sec square x. This is your final answer. This is last problem of your exercise and the topic is mathematical methods in physics. Evaluate following integral. First, integration 0 to pi by 2 sin x into dx. So hint, what is formula for integration sin x into dx? It is minus cos x, and we have to apply limit here simply. So here formula is minus cos x and the limits, lower limit is 0 and upper limit is pi by 2. So substitute first upper limit minus lower limit. So it becomes minus cos pi by 2, then minus of minus cos 0. So while substituting upper and lower limit, we have to subtract the function. So cos pi by 2 is 0, this term complete is 0, minus minus plus, and cos 0 is 1. So your final answer becomes 1. Then second one, integration x dx, limits, lower limit is 1, upper limit is 5. So what is formula for integration of x into dx? The formula is x raised to power n upon n plus 1. So here n is nothing but 1. So it becomes n plus 1 means 2 upon 2. So the formula of integration of x into dx, it is x square by 2 and the limits are, upper limit is 5, lower limit is 1. Now substituting the limit, what we get? Upper limit, firstly keep upper limit, 5 square, it becomes 25 divided by 2, minus lower limit, 1 square means 1 by 2. So what we get here? 24 by 2, the final answer is 12.